What's going on, guys? My name is ATF Cobra, and today I have a weapon review of the Scar H 4D Engineer class that you unlock after you get 14,000 points with the Engineer class. Now, the Scar H is not one of my favorite weapons, but I did enjoy using it because it's one of the easier high damage weapons to use. And the reason for that is because the recoil is not too high post-patch, which is actually a great thing. Because they did drop the damage by 1 point. So now, instead of having a 35 to a 20 drop off, the Scar H now has 34 to 22 drop off from short range to long range as well. Now, the effective range, or the maximum range for the Scar H, is 300 meters, which is pretty good. And the rate of fire is about 625 bullets per minute. Reload time is pretty fast. That's why I like using this gun. It's 2 seconds, with no bullet chamber. No, it's 2 seconds with the bullet chambered, and it's 2.5 seconds without any bullets chambered. Now, the Scar, if you're using it with the red dot sight, what you're going to be prone to is getting a lot of headshots. I love headshots. Sometimes I'll get those one-shot headshots, even in regular matches, not including hardcore, because it does feel like it's a 1 to 2 shot kill, which it is most of the time. If you're actually aiming above the shoulders, because you get that 1.5 time damage multiplier when you're aiming above head and shoulders. So that's why it looks like I'm killing these guys in almost one hit. Now, the Scar has become one of my favorite weapons to use on the PC because it's a lot easier to aim and be accurate. And the hitbox for the Scar is very generous. Most high damage assault rifles like the G3, A3 don't have this feature. The hitbox for the G3, A3 is very off for me, so that makes it very hard to use. That's why I prefer you guys go with the Scar, and plus it's in the Engineer class. Now, imagine an engineer running around with the Scar. Specialization was squad ammo, and tearing it up and also destroying some vehicles. That's what I really love about using this gun. It allows you to be deadly at medium to long range gunfights, and also attack the air or attack the ground vehicles as well. As you see here, I'm level 23 on the PC. I've been trying to game on the PC a little bit more, trying to get a feel for it, because it is fun, it's fluid, it's fast, but it doesn't, I don't know, you can't put them, console versus PC, you can't say which one's better, which one's worse, because of the fact that they all react differently. PC is great, it's fast, fluid, but Xbox has better controls. It's easier to do stuff on Xbox. It's easier to throw out a medikit, easier to do a lot more things, because everything is mapped to each button on the controller. Anyways, back to the review on the Scar. Another thing I love about the Scar is if you attach the silencer, it doesn't really lose. I don't know if this was post-patch, if this is going to be post-patch, but you didn't lose any damage long range, but I'm pretty sure post-patch you probably would. I haven't used it with a silencer yet. I don't think I've unlocked it, but if you're gonna use the Scar, I recommend the iron sights, which aren't too bad. They're pretty accurate. Or red dot. I don't recommend the holographic because it's very off. It leads you in the wrong direction. Like, you might think you're hitting the right spots, but you're really not, and it's really bulky. That's why I don't really use it too much. Anyways, one of my subscribers said I should do a guide on secondaries, like the pistols to use. I recommend, post-patch, I recommend M1911, M9, or the, let's see, I think that's about it, other than the Magnum, because of the fact that you don't want to use the Magnum unless you're a sure shot, unless you're good at shooting and you're accurate, because if you're not going to hit a damn thing. It's very hard to hit people with the Magnum. But anyways, the M1911, you can kind of spray that off, but it is going to take a lot more bullets if you are spraying. You're a lot more accurate when you are putting your shots exactly in the right place. And the Scar, all the weapons for the all the attachments for the Scar are easy to unlock, especially if you run into a team deathmatch game. This is how you unlock your attachments. This is how you find out which guns are useful, which guns are not, because once you go into team deathmatch, you're able to use that gun. And since you do die often, you can switch attachments, you can figure out what's good or not, and that's how I learned to actually use guns and actually do well with them. Now, on my channel, you guys could always request for reviews, gun reviews to be done. So today I'm going to be rolling out 2 videos. This is the first one. on the SCAR, and the next one is going to be on the M27 IAR because I was doing pretty good with that gun as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay review on the SCAR H for the engineer class. It's been your boy ATF Cobra. Like and subscribe as always. Peace.